Hi everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be.
How's everyone doing? Thanks for checking out True Blue Bobbleheads. We are the True Blue Bobblehead crew, and this is the video on YouTube where it's a bunch of guys sitting at a table talking about bobblehead dolls. I just realized how that sounds, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyways. Hi guys, I'm Turbo.
And I'm Ben.
And I am Big Worm.
With a little bit of woot woot. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the Yasiel Puig bobblehead that was given out on July 29, 2015.
It was a game versus the Oakland Athletics, and the Dodgers got the victory 10-7.
Alright guys, so right now we're going to go ahead and have our True Blue Bobblehead crew member, Gabriel, go ahead and show you guys the box.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Gabriel, and we're here to talk about the Puig box here. As you can see in the front, it has an opening where you can actually see the bobblehead, and on the sides of the box here, it has a 2015 promotional schedule, and it has a little bit of facts here about him. He was signed as a free agent June 29, 2012. Also, he's an All-Star in 2014, and as you can see in the box here, it has him right in action here, catching the ball, which is a nice picture here. And I would have to say it's a nice box here, and that's all I have for today, and back to the crew.
Alright, before we go ahead and get into the review of the Yasiel Puig bobblehead, let's go ahead and have Tani talk to you guys about our rating scale.
So the crew rates each bobblehead on a scale of 1 to 5. Each bobblehead starts off with 1 point. The bobblehead has the ability to earn an extra point in 4 different categories.
Alright guys, so let's jump into the category likeness. So the Yasiel Puig bobblehead, we're going to determine whether or not this looks like Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig. So they did a pretty good job on this bobblehead. It's dead on. Did a great job. Looks just like him. You know, I got no complaints whatsoever. This category, we're going to give it a 1. But before we leave this category, I want to jump into the other bobblehead that was given out. His first bobblehead, which this one looks nothing like him. So if we were to rate this bobblehead, this would be a 0 on the likeness scale.
Which we will rate at a later time.
Exactly. But the current one, we're going to give it a 1. Looks just like him. So that's what we came up with. So
yep, we're going to give it a 1 point. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into detail real quick. As you can see, you know, of course, Yasiel Puig is in his, you know, iconic Dodger uniform just like all the other bobbleheads. Let's see, he does have his batting gloves on the back, which is pretty cool, a little cool feature because he does have those. I do like the fact that they do have wristbands on him, wristbands and actually armbands, because he does kind of change it up every once in a while, but he does wear those yellow ones a lot, so that's really cool. Yeah, and if you can see, let me turn around real quick. At the base of the bobblehead, it does have his name, Yasiel Puig. You know, Puig on the back. Let's go ahead and show you guys the back of his jersey. Yasiel Puig, number 66. And the detail with the baseball. Something I do love about this is how detailed the glove is. I mean, compared to a lot of the previous bobbleheads that I've seen, they are detailed, but not as detailed as this. I mean, this actually looks like a baseball glove. It looks really cool, so I really like that detail. So as far as detail goes for this Yasiel Puig bobblehead, we're going to give detail 1 point.
Alright guys, so the next category that we're going to jump into is the pose. So if you take a look at the bobblehead and on the back of the box, you can see that that catch was right on. I mean, they captured that picture so perfectly in this pose. We definitely are going to go ahead and give that another point for that category. So far we got 3 points.
3 out of 3 so far.
Okay, now the last category that we have is standout. So now, does this bobblehead stand out compared to all the other bobbleheads that we have in our collection? And this is one that we kind of had a difference on. Me and Ben here, we actually agree that this bobblehead does stand out compared to all the other bobbleheads, right?
It does. It really does. You know, a lot of the bobbleheads that we collect from Dodger Stadium, they're standing up. They have maybe a bat in their hand, or they have their hands up in the air. They're doing different poses that aren't generically like a baseball move. But this bobblehead is just freaking awesome. You know, he's laying out for the catch as he does in the outfield. You know, getting ready to get up. You know, the ball, throw the player out. You know what I mean? And it's a great bobblehead. So we came to the agreement that it really is a standout bobblehead.
Yeah. So me and Ben are gonna give this category a point for that one, just for the fact that it's kind of unique than all the other bobbleheads.
But on the other hand, Turbo thought a little bit different.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I actually think I really like this bobblehead a lot. I do think it definitely does stand out, but I can't give it a full point for stand out. And the reason being is because most of the bobbleheads, you do see them standing up in a batting pose on the base running something. This one does show him laying out, so that one definitely does stand out in that way. However, if the Maury Wills one did not come out before this one, because Maury Wills is the first Dodger bobblehead I can remember that shows him sliding out. You know, this just shows him sliding in a different direction. This shows him sliding head first. If the Maury Wills one didn't come out, I would say definitely that this one is unique, and it probably does deserve a 5 because of the pose. But because of that, I feel like it's not unique anymore, just because there was one previously in the same season that came out almost exactly the same as far as laying out, sliding. I can't give it a full point. So for me, I'm going to give this a half a point for the standout category for me. So that leaves the overall rating of you guys.
We give it a 5.
5 out of 5. Yeah. 5 out of 5 is fine.
And for myself, I go ahead and give it a 4.5. So it's still really high. It's a really great bobblehead. So that's it, guys. I mean, that's our final score.
Yeah.
They give it a 5. I've given it a 4.5. You know, sometimes we don't always agree on the bobblehead, you know, and sometimes there's slight differences where, you know, we think one thing or don't agree on something. A lot of times we do agree, but, you know, it just happens.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
So before we go ahead and cut out on the Yasiel Puig bobblehead, we're going to go ahead and give you guys our final thoughts. So, Big Worm, your final thought on this bobblehead?
My final thought is it's a great bobblehead. It's very unique. I love the fact that, you know, they just captured it so perfectly in his head first diving catch, and so I love it. It's a great bobblehead. That's why I give it 5 points.
Ben, final thought?
I gotta agree as well. It's a bitchin' bobblehead. You know, he's laying out for the catch, and that's what he does on a day-to-day basis in the field playing baseball. He plays hard, one of the hardest, you know, players in the league. So and it captures that. So I think it's a great bobblehead. That's why we gave it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Big Worm and I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Okay, and for my final thought, I mean, it is definitely a great bobblehead. You know, it does look a lot like Yasiel Puig compared to the previous one that was given out. And you know, it's a great bobblehead. The only complaint I have about these bobbleheads lately and this year is the paint job. The paint jobs on these bobbleheads have not been good. You know, and as far as the texture and the detail, you know, it just, they haven't been good this season. So I'd say that's my only complaint so far, but usually we don't like to incorporate that into our rating because all paint jobs are different. But for me, for some reason this season, these paint jobs just aren't that good. Another issue that I actually had with the bobblehead was this little ball feature right here, and if you could kind of see in a little bit, there's a little stick holding it. Now, I'm afraid that might break. That feels a little fragile to me, so I don't want to touch it. So if that breaks, I mean, that's pretty much it for that bobblehead, at least for me. Because as a collector, I want them at the best condition as I can. So
yeah, but the thing is, you normally have 2 or 3 in your collection. So
that's
it's
true.
Not just one. So if that
breaks,
boom,
true collector has
pop
3.
the other one out of the box and put it on display.
1 to display, 1 to keep just in case of an earthquake. We are in California, and 1 to get signed. That's my philosophy, and I'm sticking to it.
Take it
I get a little excited.
I know you do. You don't have to.
You don't
want
to see his garage.
I get excited.
Please, we're right here. Don't scream at us.
All right, guys. Thanks again for checking out True Blue Bobbleheads. We are the True Blue Bobblehead crew, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for checking out the True Blue Bobblehead crew. You can also find them on Facebook at True Blue Bobbleheads and Instagram at True_Blue_Bobbleheads, Twitter at True Blue Crew 2, Snapchat at True Blue Crew 23. And remember, stay true, stay blue. We are the True Blue Bobblehead crew.